Good afternoon. My name is AZLAN Adnan, founder of the Green Party of Malaysia. I'd like to respond to this suggestion by the CEO of the Federation of Malaysian Consumers Associations, Saravanan Tambiraja. He suggested that calorie labeling should be on food menu items. And his concern is about particularly sugar content in drinks, okay? Now, firstly, you got these Jakim jokers who want to have mandatory halal certification. And now this guy suggests that we have mandatory calorie labeling. This calorie labeling is impractical. Firstly, it's costly to get it tested for every item on your menu. Number two, most Malaysians can't be bothered. You know, they eat for pleasure rather than for nutrition. So dia makan apa yang sedap lah. You know, even if you have the calorie label, it's meaningless to them. They'll just ignore it. So it's a futile and wasted exercise, you know, exercise in futility. Now, what is more important? Besides refined sugar. Now, you have to differentiate between refined sugar, that white powder, and intrinsic natural sugar that's found naturally in whole foods. Now, intrinsic sugar is not an issue. It's only when you process sugar to become a white powder, either sucrose, fructose, or glucose, that it becomes problematic. But more importantly is the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is actually lipids, fats, and oils. Now, there's a great movement which is makes sense. I've posted some videos about this. CNA did a good article about deep fried foods in hawker stalls and food courts in Singapore. Some of these oils are used to make 300 portions of food, you know, fried and fried again in this oil. So when oil is heated, it gets hydrogenated and becomes problematic to the body. Now, the other big problem with oil, whether it's heated or not, is the fact that it has a high calorie density. Now, oils is at the extreme end of the spectrum with 900 kilocalories per 100 grams. At the other end of the spectrum is water. Water, which I consider to be a macronutrient because you need large amounts of it daily, has 0 calories per 100 grams. And then in between, you have proteins and carbohydrates, both at 400 kilocalories per 100 grams. And you also have alcohol at 700 kilocalories per 100 grams. So the thing with a lot of calorie density are oils, lipids, oils and fats at 900 kilocalories per 100 grams. Now, there is a movement, particularly in the West, to avoid seed oils. Okay, they demonize seed oils, but I think they're missing the point. All oils are bad, some less bad than others. Okay, so avoid all oils as possible. Just like sugar is a poison, that white powder, oil is also a poison because it's refined and extracted out of the base raw material. You know, if you want the lipids in a form that your body is more easily able to handle and manage, eat kelapa parut instead of coconut oil, eat sesame seeds instead of sesame oil, eat soybeans instead of soy oil. Of course, you can't eat palm oil fruits, you know. So anyway, eat olives instead of olive oil. All right, eat corn instead of corn oil. Whatever raw material that's used to make the oil, it's better to eat the raw material than the extracted refined oil. And palm oil, if you remember your primary school geography, is refined, bleached, and deodorized. You know, it's got a lot of processes going on, and it's also steamed to soften the pulp so that it's more easily comes off from the kernel, from the seed inside. So even in the processing stage is exposed to heat, and oxidation takes place. So avoid all oils, not just seed oils or palm oil or whatever. All oils are bad, some less bad than others. I'm quoting Caldwell Esselstyn here. He's one of America's leading cardiologists. He's based at the Cleveland Clinic. So the important thing is drink lots of water. Water has 0 calories. So drink lots of water. It gives you a sense of fullness, particularly if you eat food which has fiber. Basically, food which has fiber, fruits and vegetables, which are carbohydrates. You know, that's what fruit and fiber is. Cellulose is a carbohydrate. And once it's mixed with water, it will increase in bulk. Okay, and this increase in bulk gives you the sense of satiation, sense of fullness, sudah kenyang. You can't eat anymore because you've got a full tank in your belly. Okay, and most people don't drink enough water. There's a formula to find out how much water you need to drink. It's called the Cigar Holiday formula. The formula is quite complicated, but there are websites on the internet where you just key in some parameters, your age, your sex, your weight, and things like that, and you will calculate how much water you need to drink in a day. For me, for example, in my case, I need to drink 2.75 liters a day, which is quite a lot. Okay, so people need to understand that you need to eat for nutrition, not for pleasure. I've seen people eat 3 durians in one go at a sitting, by the roadside in one sitting. And this woman was so obese, she had to sit on 2 stools, one on top of another, because if she sat on one, it'd break. Okay, I wouldn't support her weight. She was easily, above 100 kilos. So the quota for durian is actually 3 seeds, 3 ulas of durian a day, not 3 fruits a day. The quota for avocados are a quarter of an avocado a day. There are 4 fruits which are high in lipids, high in fats. The easiest way to remember them is the acronym CODA: coconuts, olives, durians, and avocados. It doesn't mean you can't eat them. You can, but there are a limit to how much you can eat in a day. There's a quota, all right? But once you extract out the oil, coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil, then it's even more problematic because it's pure calories, 900 kilocalories per 100 grams, and the extraction process and the refining process removes all the phytonutrients and all the other good stuff. You can have the good stuff by eating avocados, eating kelapa parut, eating olives, eating durians, but like I said, there are limits and limitations of how much you can eat in a day. Now, the other thing high in lipids are seeds, nuts and seeds. Now, nuts and seeds are also calorie dense. Besides being calorie dense, are also nutrient dense, because a seed has everything a plant needs to make a baby plant. You just add water and sunlight, and needs a lot of energy to make a baby plant. So that's why nature puts a lot of lipids in seeds and nuts. So the quota for nuts and seeds is the volume of 2 thumbs per day. If you exceed that, you'll exceed your calorie quota for the day. You should eat nuts and seeds because, like I said, they are very nutrient dense. They've got lots of minerals, magnesium, potassium, zinc, manganese, selenium, whatever else, the whatever else a plant needs to make a baby plant, it's in the seed. So they're good for you, but too much of a good thing is bad because it's also very calorie dense. So you need to know how much you need to eat. Okay, I don't want to go on and on. Most of the things I cover in my seminars, I do them about once a month. So contact me if you'd like to have a personal tutorial or a master class, or if you get a group of friends, I can do a seminar for you on eating for optimal health.